relationships. They're not always wonderful, or sometimes you don't get along, but they're still like, I wish I were closer to my brother because he's the only person alive that knew me all my whole life, right?
What does it take to be a great mom?
I don't know. It takes great children.
How do you get those?
Luck.
Would you say you were lucky?
I was lucky. I had great kids. Don't you think?
Well, I asked my dad one time, just a few years ago, hey, how did Derek and I turn out so well? Because we actually feel like we're doing pretty good. And he said, because we had a great mother.
Which was really very kind of him to say that, wasn't it? But I didn't raise them all by myself. You know, he was there, and other people, but they were just good kids. I think one of the things to being a great mom is to really be excited about who your children are and realize that you have no control over who they really are, and you stand in awe and be amazed and enjoy. I mean, you have strict, I think I was strict. Do you think I was a strict woman? I was very tight. Brutally.
Yes, you were.
We ran away to the driving range.
You what?
How often did you rake leaves?
That was more Dad, though. That was
Watering the tree.
like
I
how
never watered the tree.
I did water the tree for a lot of years.
Is that how you measure strictness? Is like how regimented the chores are?
We drove by their old house and he's like, man, I remember
How's the
raking out
tree
there a
now?
lot.
So the tree's still
it
alive.
was
It's
awful.
like 15 or 20 feet tall. It probably would be that tall if I didn't water it, but I watered it for a considerable part of my childhood.
Well, they were
I was wondering at
volunteer-
the other part.
I know. I totally agree.
The other
but
well
I think it was
They-
pretty
well, I thought
equitable.
they were volunteer Ponderosa Pines.
They were
And I-
volunteers?
You were watering the weed?
Wait, that's important because that means they're naturally occurring. They
I
probably
think they
live
were
without me
planted there.
watering.
No, they were
Watering.
There's a lot of trees that live without someone watering them.
No,
It
I
was
just
a character building exercise. I didn't water the tree.
I
You
thought
didn't
it
want
was
us to have a house.
wonderful that
It was by a
they-
hose. You had to stand there for like
Well, see, it was a character building
10
and
minutes.
an environmental
Oh, it's
appreciation
longer.
activity.
was
If you
longer.
water these trees, they'll become like these giant redwoods.
And if you don't water them,
They will be the
They'll
same.
become
Well, what kind of character would that have built?
Exactly.
I remember my grandpa telling me when Grandpa Holly, that they intentionally got a milk cow when the boys turned, like when the first kid became a teenager, because you had to get up early to milk the cow. So it might be the same sort of thing.
tree.
Yeah. It's like, sure, you can stay out late, but you're up at 4 a.m. to milk the cow no matter what.
Yeah, that's a big thing of grandpas too.
Yeah.
That's the answer for
Milk
kids.
cows.
If they're getting in trouble or not doing what they're supposed to do at night, you get them up early and
Yeah.
get them working. Solve that problem.
some people say that difficult periods can actually contribute to our growth. Maybe even more so than easy periods. Do you think that's ever been true in your life, and do you have any examples of that?
Well, the difficult period was having breast cancer. And then that led me to want to volunteer and help other people that have cancer. And that's 18 years ago.
Wow.
Oh,
And I'm now
Please go.
feeling I'm getting more out of touch. May not keep doing that as much. For one thing, cancer treatment, it keeps changing, and I'm less close to what's going on. But I do remember Noah. He was so
Oh, here we
cute.
go.
He was 3, and I had no hair except I looked like Jack Nicholson. Remember Jack Nicholson? I had these strings of hair. It was just really horrible. And I wore a hat mostly. But I think we were
Cabin.
at Martha's
Martha's.
cabin at the pool there. And my hat blew off. Or something, my hat blew off. No, Cindy really chased the hat. She had to quickly get my hat back on. I got the clue there. But I said to Noah something about, do you think I need to wear my hat? And Noah said, Grandma, you better put your hat back on.
Oh.
He was very sweet.
Because you're worried about a sunburn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Medical
Yeah, kiss
stuff.
down the hat.
that was such a nice thing. You were just being kind and, you know.
Oh.
Such a sweetheart. You can always leave it to the 3-year-olds, right?
Yeah, well, you know, he was answering the question. you
Yeah.
know, straight out, kind of, yeah.
What was the time in your life when you felt really rebellious? Mostly like when you were teenagers.
Oh, when I was in junior high, and I kind of, at the beginning of junior high, I kind of got in with some kids that were not going the right direction. And I'd been spending too much time. I don't know. I can remember having a meeting with my parents and the teacher in 8th grade, and he told me, they all told me they were disappointed that I wasn't doing my schoolwork the way I should have been. So then I became very focused. That was a mistake. No, I don't know that it was a mistake.
Have you
It's
ever
just who I was, I guess.
skipped class for something?
Maybe, it could have been in that period of time in 8th grade, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Are there any principles you kind of lived your life by?
Do the right thing, do your best, have fun, be good to people. Well, I grew up as a Christian in a Christian church, and I always thought that the right thing to do was to try to do what Jesus would have done, and that's why I became a social worker, because I thought that's the way to follow out, to live out what Jesus taught, was to be helping other people. And I was never sorry that I made that decision. I thought we should all develop the gifts God gave us. And I always wanted you kids to do your best, right? To make your own choices. I so regretted Cindy going to Finland, but you know, I was determined if she wanted to go, that she should go. If she had to, everything they did that they wanted to do, they had to pay half. Even the contact lenses.
That's what I do.
Do you pay half?
Yeah.
Oh, see, they're just as bad as I was.
Character building.
Do you remember what Cindy said when you were talking to her after the Chernobyl nuclear
Oh, I do.
accident? What did she say?
Don't worry, Mom. Don't worry. I'll let you know if I start to glow. And
How far were you from?
Well, I was living in Finland then.
Right.
But what was interesting was, in Finland, because it was the Soviet Union at the time, there wasn't any really bad press about the Soviet Union, because Finland was the only independent country actually bordering the Soviet Union. It was a democracy, and they wanted
They
to
didn't
stay
push
that
their
way.
luck.
Right.
Yeah.
So they really downplayed the Chernobyl.
Yep, we are. Bring a chair.
We need to give him one of
Somebody
these
give a
kind
chair
of
for
things.
that.
'Cause we can give
Jonah,
mine.
what if you open
No,
yours
no,
and come
it's
over
going
here?
like this.
Just no switches.
Here, can you scoot over?
I'm gonna get one. You've come out pretty good in the story so far, Carl.
I haven't said anything bad about you yet.
Just in time.